So Tania, I want to talk about something that I feel people probably know about you, but when I was digging into the research, I was like, wow, this is incredible. I definitely have to talk about this, which is your passion for tennis. So of course, transitioning from your upbringing, you also became this champion tennis player. What drew you to tennis, and how has the discipline of sport shaped your approach to business and marketing?
Yes, so I actually started out in gymnastics ever since I have memory of being alive. This was thanks to my grandfather. He was a doctor, and so he thought that it would be really good for me to learn how to properly coordinate my body and so on, and gymnastics really helped with that. So by 7 years old, I actually became gymnast national champion because I was very passionate for gymnastics. It's all I ever wanted to do. And then around 7 years old, he said, no, it's very dangerous. You can get some back injuries or injuries in general. He was like, let's move her out of that. So that's how my parents put me in a sports camp because, I was a very active person. And that's where I found tennis. I remember that I heard laughter and I went that direction, and that's where the tennis courts were. So for me, ever since the very, very beginning, it was always something that brought me a lot of happiness, and I associated with having a good time. And I became an athlete ever since that moment. And then after doing high intensity for many years, at the end of my career, I went to play a tournament in Martinica where I won a professional doubles championship. Well, not the champion, sorry. I won the doubles match. And then that was kind of like my first WTA points, which was a very big deal for me because of going from zero to professional tennis player officially, let's say. So all of the process that took me to kind of go there to being where I am today is something that is very difficult to explain. I asked a lot of people how difficult it would be, and they said it would be very difficult, but I never imagined how difficult and how much it can entail because you're 7, so you don't really understand. I just want to take the opportunity to thank my parents because they were a very big influence in helping me actually go through the process. I think that doing it alone is impossible. You need a village to kind of get there. So thank you to my parents, thank you to my father who was my coach, and thank you to all of my other coaches who also supported and the people who were there for me. All those years of waking up at 4:30 a.m. to go play tennis and become the person who I am today, playing men's tournaments, so on and so forth, really shaped me as a human being. So I am very thankful.